Hello everyone, I hope you are doing incredibly great. Welcome to the TechWit podcast series. I'm Lakshit Pant, your host, the TechWit podcast, working with multiple companies. We have Dilip Pai sir. He is working with NEC Software Solutions and also he's a cloud expert and he have taken multiple sessions, boot camps with us too. So now I would just like to take up the call with Dilip Pai sir. Dilip Pai sir, can you please take a bit intro of yourself to the audience?
Hi Lakshit, hi all. So coming about me, I have around 4 plus industry experience into probably you can say cloud industry for now. So as I started uh, as a fresher here, I learned things and I'm still learning here. So it's being a great experience learning, at least we can say. So apart from this, I also have the passion for teaching and contributing for the community, because as we tell our elders, we used to tell, right, when you learn, don't keep
Yeah.
it within yourself, you need to share it
Yeah.
with all. So probably that's one of the main reason why I would like to come here and share this knowledge with you all.
Yeah, that's so nice of you, sir. You have incredibly shown your gesture every time about sharing and come with community folks. So, sir, as you talked about your learning experience and everything, you are still learning there. So, I would just like to know what's the difference between learning phase and application phase, because we know when someone is choosing as a software engineer, the coding there she's doing there, it's like they are shorting something using binary short, all these things, basic basic questions like that, if it's a really good hard question. But what it's look like to be in a company, how you are as a software engineer, what you are doing in a soft as in the profile of software engineers.
Okay, so coming to this topic, right, Lakshit, so software engineer is just a title. So
Yes,
probably as soon as you enter uh, industry, you will be given a software probably a designation. So software engineer in my terms is just a designation. So probably it varies again from the companies to companies. Okay, so in some companies you will be called a software engineer, well somewhere you called a consultant, and so on. But apart from this what designation, right? So in my day to day life, or like application phase, if you come in college, yes, we used to concentrate more on DSA algo part of all these sorting things. But as soon as you come to the industry, right, you realize you hardly use these things at times. It
yes,
just you need to know these things, because you might encounter a problem here and there where you probably this college knowledge might come into picture. But in terms of industry level, it's like it's on how you apply these things on the scenario based problems. So that's when you need to figure out when is your learning curve and when is your application curve comes into picture. So as we know, like consider, we used to write in my interviews, probably people used to ask, probably when I was a fresher, explain me the algorithm of sorting. Might be yes, I could answer it, might be I could not answer it. But here I realized that okay, we already have inbuilt things. You just take a code and copy it from Stack Overflow, right? But when to take and what to take is matters. So that's when you need to differentiate where your application stage comes in, and when you need, okay, when you learned, okay, I can term it as this way. Application stage comes in when you have learned thoroughly. Okay, when you have
yes.
know what to apply, then that's when your application stage comes into picture.
Yeah, so that's very yeah, that's what the real truth looks like. So I'd like to know why you have chosen this domain, only why have chosen this company, and what motivated to you to choose this domain only, because there have you explored any other domain too, or what has happened with this domain, and can you bit
uh,
explain about this?
okay, so coming to why chosen this domain, right, I can tell luck has favored me here a lot. Okay, so when probably after my college, I had my part of struggle finding a job and so on, right? So once here you really don't know. So basically the truth of the service company is you don't know. So I started with the service based company. So you don't know, right, what exactly you are assigned to. You just have to go with your luck. So yes,
Yes.
before this I worked with the like I worked as a service desk, so where you just need to attend calls for some times. And I knew that okay, this is not what I wanted. Neither I was damn sure that I wanted development as well. But yes, here I can tell, okay, luck has favored me a lot by guiding me. You can tell, right? Destiny guides you sometimes. So that's when
Yes.
I didn't choose it, rather you can tell it chose me in this matter. So I ended up as a cloud, so I started learning cloud. I got a good project, very good project, very good mentors. So that's when I started to learn. And so why this company is basically, I always look for something where I can explore a lot. So this company, NEC Software Solutions, has given me a ample amount of opportunity to explore something. So you see, sometimes when you are bound, you're tied, right? You, okay, don't do this, it'll not work. When you're told like
Yes.
that, you obviously will not go on to do that, and probably you will miss out exploring things. But here I have got that freedom to explore things whatever I want, do it. Probably we can get a fruit, we cannot get a fruit, but yeah, do it. At least we should not end up saying that okay, it didn't happen, I should have tried. Okay, so
Yes.
that's where this company had stand out and given me a good opportunity on that terms.
Yeah, so sir, obviously, luckily important role in our life, but I think you have put it those efforts, you have given your, you have worked so well, that's why you obviously you deserve this because you have so much given your hard work and all those efforts you have put in. So that's why you are here.
Yes.
And about the company part, environment really plays an important role in our whole life. If our environment is friendly, then we will grow, and if it is likewise, then definitely is the best way to work on. So no questions on that. So I'd just like to know what, as you said, what motivated you when you were at your downtime. You said you love playing important. So what motivated you at your downtime, and how you overcame your major failures at that time? So
So you know this term called imposter syndrome. So there is some a term called imposter syndrome, so where you feel you are not worth of anything. So at my downtimes, really I feel that, okay, when I was a fresher, so 4 years back, I had been to some scenarios where I was not able to do a single stuff. So it really demotivated me a lot on a personal note. uh, Again, I have got that imposter syndrome, saying that, okay, should I quit? But yeah, that one point where one hope is there, no, okay, just do it for one more day. Probably you'll find some way through it, right? So
yes,
I go with that approach. So I struggle a lot. So even with now, so currently we work as a R&D unit here. We have a fair shares of struggle, okay, where we think that, okay, this is not gonna work, or this is not how should work. So what I do is, I just basically give, okay, I tell myself that, okay, give a shot for one more day, one more day, and probably at one point, right, you will definitely achieve what you wanted. So this basically helped me a lot, probably achieve or sustain here in like with my work. So yeah.
yeah. So sir, that's very nice. That's when we are looking in a community, and as a company perspective, that's the perfect answer you can give to someone. And I would just like to add one more question here. Why, I have seen multiple folks doing incredible when they are working as a student for the community folks. They are trying to engage more with the community folks, helping the teaching them, mentoring them, and all these things. When they are working as a student, they are giving their best as a community person. But when someone is getting into a job or into a company at a certain position, when they found, yeah, this is the right comfort zone, they started to be idle in the community. Although this is an exactly opposite case with you, you are doing very incredibly great in your company, still you are just giving your precious time to us, to the community. You are doing such initiatives, working with teaching someone, mentoring in the cloud world, and all these things. So how you think if one should, how, what are your views about this? I just like to
Okay,
know about that.
so coming to college days, right? People are too
Yes.
much of enthusiastic, correct?
Yes, sir.
And the main motive behind in college days is basically to build your resume.
Yes, sir,
So at the
exactly.
end of the day, when I go to a placement, it should be at least one and a half page saying that, okay, I have coordinated to the placements, I have sponsored, I have got the sponsors for fest, and community also is one of them. So when you come
Yes.
to your job, right? So
Yes.
obviously, first thing is your priorities change. And
Yes.
it's not just because the priorities, probably it's like you people will not be able to cope up or choose between or like balance between the stuff. So either they focus on one thing completely and other thing is left out. And I do agree at starting, right, it's bit more important to focus more on job to gain more job skills there than focus here. But yes, why community is required is it not only helps others gain knowledge, right? It's, you should think of a
Yes.
point, it basically helps you to improve your knowledge as well. So my agenda behind it is basically I do it for a knowledge purpose. Why? Because people do ask questions, you make a lot of contacts when you are into a community, you know, people
Yes.
know you. So at the end of the day, that should be the motive. And as I always go with the principle, okay, if you have seen my older sessions, right, happy learning.
Yes.
So learning always should be happy, and even teaching also should be happy. It's not, it should not be the like you should impose, okay, go and teach this, go and do this for a community. No, it should be always on a happy terms. So eventually you should come up with that ideology saying that okay, I need to go and contribute to the community. That not only benefits me, yes, you need to see yourself benefit also, you need to see others benefit also. And
Yes.
obviously people are all are selfish here. They're not okay, I'm doing it for a social service. No, they have their own motive behind it. So people
Yes.
should go, they should contribute. There are very much plus points for it. So and you might listen other people telling okay, I don't have time. So that's not the case. Everyone has 24 hours in a day, and it's basically how you manage it, right? So
Yes.
that's when you need to go and contribute for the community like this way. You should make some time at least. So even when we are learning, right, what I follow is principle is daily just probably 10 minutes go through some blogs, go through some technical articles. It just helps you to gain some knowledge, right? Just 10 minutes, not
Yes.
the whole day. So with this knowledge you can share it to others. So it's not that people know everything. So some might have some might be low on confidence that what might people think. No, it's not like that. So if you are wrong somewhere, you might be corrected, and if you are right, you can get more on confidence also. So just learn for 10 minutes, share that to others. So that's when you can start. If you are not starting, you can start from the scratch at least.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely, sir. Small steps, small. These our beginnings matters a lot. If you are starting with a short notice, then it will definitely result to some big results one day. And I just like to with my last question. My last question is about the your time management specifically. What's your Monday routine looks like if you are going to college, means office. What your Monday routine looks like, and how you manages your time with community, your company, and your personal things, all these things. So how you do this, like any specific tip for this, sir?
Well, I also go through Monday blues. Well, there is no shortcut for it, but yes, if you
Yes,
are
sir.
interested towards your work, right, you find out a way at the end of the day. You just need
Yeah,
to be
that's
have
right.
some focus, and
Yes,
you
sir.
should have some sense of achieving. Okay, might be today
Yeah.
if I do something, I'll achieve something. At the end of the day, see, it's not only on Mondays. Okay, so all the days. At the end of the day, what you need, my mentor, my lead had told me this. At the end of the day, you should just touch your heart and speak to yourself. Okay, have you achieved something?
Yes, sir.
If yes, you end it on a happy note and you start your next day with a happy note. If no, work
Yeah.
harder for the next day. So that's my probably the mantra I can share with others. What my mentor had shared with me when I in my beginning days.
Yeah, definitely, sir. This is the key point here. When it's like, someone said, I have seen folks talking about I am not getting motivation for studying and all these things. It's not about the motivation, it's about the discipline, I think, because there is a difference between motivation and, discipline. If you are motivated, then you could work for an hour, or you might be succeed, but if you are disciplined, you will succeed for sure. So this is what I
Correct.
think specifically about this topic.
So one more thing what I would like to add is with discipline comes the motivation. So if
Yes,
you
sir.
are disciplined, okay, I need to sit for 1 hour, I need to do something, that
Yes, sir.
motivation will motivate you. So if you have it, so both are almost linked, you can tell. So with
Yes,
discipline comes the motivation. So just 1 hour a
exactly.
day, definitely have the discipline, you will get motivated to do it.
Yeah, so guys, you have heard one more point today. One more point is added to our dictionary. Discipline comes with, motivation comes with discipline. Don't go for the motivation first. Go for the discipline. You will get motivated for sure. So thank Dilip sir. Thank you for joining and thank you for giving your incredible time to us. Thank you for sharing your industrial insights. We hope the company for the student folks who are just getting started for the their domain, this domain, technical domain journey, they would be happy to share their journey, and they would be able to find their right domains they can might explore with this podcast. So thank you sir, thank you for joining in.
Sure. Thanks a lot, Lakshit. Thanks for this opportunity.
Thank
Sure.
thank you
Thank you.
sir.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.